Improving in Rainbow Six Siege can be really hard and take a long time to reach the level you want. There are so many different things in the game that you need to keep in mind and work on to actually get good at the game. Different operators, maps, strategies, quick picks, and apart from all of these, you have to make the right decisions in-game. When to play aggressive or passive, when to plant the bomb or go for a kill, and how to clutch a 1v3, and so much more. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys 20 tips to get better at Siege as fast as possible. Don't forget that I also do coaching, so if you still find yourself struggling after this video, DM me on Discord for scheduling a session. Everything is in the description. Let's get to the video. Number 1 is fast decision making. Rainbow Six is all about split-second decisions. The longer you take to decide what to do, the more likely you are to get caught off guard or make a mistake. Why it's important? The game speed can change in an instant, especially in high-pressure situations. If you are deciding whether to pick or wait, doing it fast means you can surprise your opponent, take control of the situation, and even catch them off guard before they have time to react. So get rid of hesitating. Sometimes you're in a situation that wall is getting open, they're playing vertical above, and you're about to get pinched and die. Immediately start thinking what's your best option. Pushing out, finding a new position, taking a gunfight, or using a C4. You should process all of this in like 3 seconds, otherwise you're dead. And that's something most of you guys are not doing in ranks lower than champion. Number 2, contest and take map control. On attack, you need to fight for important parts of the map like rooms close to side, windows, or stairs. On defense, you want to deny the attackers from taking these areas. Why it's important? The map is full of spots that give you good angles to sight or ways to rotate. If you control these areas, it's harder for the enemy to surprise you or push. Think of it like playing chess. Whoever controls more space has more options to win. So if you are still staying outside looking into side, you're probably going to lose because you have no map control. They are sitting comfortably on side behind covers and there's no way you can kill them. The only reason you might win these rounds is because the enemy team is just bad. On the other hand, as defenders, don't sit on side. You give all the map control to attackers and they just flash you, nade you, and pinch you in a corner. You have nowhere to move and make a play, and taking gunfight will be super hard. Number 3, learn to play every operator. It's easy to get stuck playing your favorite operators, but try learning different ones, so you understand what the entire team can bring to the table. Each operator has their own unique gadgets and abilities. Knowing how to use everyone, not just your main, helps you adapt to your team's needs and counter the enemy better. For example, if your team is a hard breacher but you only play fraggers such as Ash, you'll be stuck outside and unable to fill the gap, and basically lose the round and game. You need to learn which operators are good for each side and map. There can be 5 operators that are useful, but one of them is super good for that specific situation or map. Number 4 is isolate gunfights. Try to avoid fighting multiple enemies at once. Engage one opponent at a time to increase your chances of winning. If you get caught in a fight where multiple enemies can shoot you, you're in a tough spot. Isolating fights means you only have to focus on one target, which gives you a better chance to win. Whether you're holding an angle or attacking a side, it's always better to pick off one enemy at a time. Also, sometimes it's not only enemies, but 2 different pushes. They can be pushing from the back and also front. You know, anytime that you have to take a fight on 2 sides, which is really hard. So you can start fighting one side immediately and then focus on the other one.
One big window, 2 with you, okay? One more with you, and then demons below. Nice. One big window, one below. Gotta come here, white. White, top. Big window left. Yeah, I love you so much. I think he's top main, I'm sure. Nice.
Number 5. Use strategy, not just aim. Good aim is important, but without a strategy, even the best aim won't help you win. You need to plan your moves carefully. Siege isn't about running and shooting, it's about having a solid plan for your team. Joining before you push, setting up utility to block enemies, or playing off your teammates' positions are all ways to use strategy to win rounds. When you combine smart decisions with good aim, you become a much more dangerous player. In order to win more gunfights, you need to first outplay your opponent, make him a bit uncomfortable in a bad position, and then you have a higher chance of winning a gunfight.
Yeah.
Dead.
Number 6. Learn crossfires. A crossfire happens when 2 teammates shoot at the same target from different angles. It's like pinning someone in a corner with 2 guns. Crossfires force the enemy to fight on 2 fronts, making it nearly impossible for them to win. Whether you're attacking or defending, setting up crossfires makes it harder for the enemy to push into an area or hold a position. So instead of over-peeking and throwing the round, hold crossfires with your teammates to secure the W.
I quick view, okay?
Look, be ready to speak, yeah. When I shoot, he's in. Yeah, when I shoot, he's in. I'm holding angle to here, okay? When I shoot, it's there. I'm gonna get flash. I'm going back.
Yeah, chill. I'm picking.
I'm coming back again. Come back. Same angle.
Okay, another.
Same
Okay.
angle. Holding same angle.
Take closer far, okay? Far.
Behind the BR.
Far. Behind this.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Nice.
Moving on to number 7, find the balance between passive and aggressive. You can't just play super aggressive all the time, nor you should sit back and do nothing. It's about knowing when to push and when to wait. If you're too aggressive, you might get picked off by an enemy hiding in a corner or still staying outside. But if you're too passive, you give the enemy control and let them dictate the speed of the round, and then they can gun you down and win the game. The key is to adapt based on what's happening in the game and making sure you're not giving up control. As we were talking about it in the last tip, number 8 is to figure out enemy playstyle and adapt. Pay attention to how the other team plays. Do they rush every round? Are they holding tight angles or roaming a lot? Once you spot their habits, adjust your strategy based on that. If you know the enemy likes to rush, you can set up traps and position yourself in a way that catches them off guard. If they play slow, you might need to be more patient and avoid giving them easy picks. The better you understand how the enemy plays, the better you can counter their moves.
Bottom garage, Vigil was, I think. Yeah, he's still there, still in that room, I think. Yeah.
I can't hold him, he's right. Stuck. Yeah, you're going to you.
Number 9, play time. Managing time is a huge factor. As attackers, you need to be efficient about your objectives, and as defenders, you need to force attackers to use up the clock. If you're attacking and you waste too much time, the defenders can just hide and wait for you to make a move. If you're defending, you need to play strategically to eat up time while still being effective at denying the attackers. Good use of time even forces mistakes from the enemy. On attack, use pre-placed drones. By 1:30, you should have control of rooms close to site, and then work on site. As I said before, that's why we contest map control on defense, to waste time and utility. But don't forget, at some point in different maps and sites, you should give up the control when the time is low.
What's there?
Time expires.
Both there, pushing close. Both part. That's not default.
Moving on to number 10, be unpredictable. Don't do the same thing every round. Change up your strategies and playstyle to keep the enemy guessing. If you always push through the same window or hold the same angle, the enemy will eventually figure you out and counter it. Changing your push makes it harder for the enemy to predict where you'll be and what you'll do, keeping them on edge. So it's important to also put yourself in your enemy's shoes and see how they are thinking or what they are expecting, and doing exactly the opposite of that to surprise them.
You're the goat, bro!
For the next one, we have Prefire more. Prefiring means shooting where you think an enemy might be, even before they peek out. If you know the enemy is likely to peek around the corner or doorway, prefire that spot. Why not? You either get the free kill or you don't. What's the downside? It gives you the chance to hit them before they even have a chance to react. It's a great way to catch them off guard and gain the advantage. The only time you don't want to prefire is when you want to be sneaky, for example, and that's all fine. If you hear or sound someone getting close and about to swing you, you can again prefire.
What are you doing?
One pushing back, guys. On for careful.
Can he click? Okay. That's fucking.
Wait.
Hey, right.
What jump?
Nice. Diffuser.
Place nitro.
Activate
Activate nitro.
Nice.
Number 12, hold entry to the site. If you're defending, you need to stop attackers from getting into site through the main entry points, like windows or doors or staircases. Once attackers enter the site, it's much harder to push them out. By holding key entry points, you can keep the attackers from getting an easy access route, forcing them to fight for control, and giving your team time to rotate and get ready for the push. By watching default camps after the prep phase, you can figure out where they are going to push from, and that gives you info on which entries you should hold. Most of the time, attackers don't even drone and just sprint to the site, so by holding these entry points, you can collect some free kills. Tip 13, play off your teammates. You're not alone in this game. Work together with your teammates, whether it's covering their backs, giving callouts, or coordinating pushes. Siege is a team game, and your success depends on how well you work together. If one player is pushing, another player can be ready to support by covering angles or even getting a refrag if things go wrong. I know most of you solo queue, so it doesn't matter how dumb your teammates are. If you stay close to them, you can bring the man advantage and also get some kills. Some of you also blame your teammates for not giving any callouts. You don't need any callouts, just pay attention to teammate outlines and you can figure out what's going on.
Master.
Track him.
I'm holding master door.
I'm changing back.
Wait.
Side door. Inside
seconds
here.
Yeah, go.
Nice, Tina, bro.
Moving on to number 14, don't miss sound cues. Sound is one of the most important information you have. Listen closely for footsteps, gadgets, or gunshots that can give you clues about where the enemies are. The sound of footsteps can tell you where enemies are coming from, and gadgets like drones and breaching charges can let you know what they're planning. If you miss these sound cues, you might get surprised, so it's crucial to pay attention and use your ears as much as your eyes. Again, I know hearing sound cues is hard, and that's because you're super tunnel visioned on one thing. You need to focus on 3 or 4 different things so you don't miss these quiet footsteps. These quiet footsteps can be Ash crouch walk or some gunshot on the other side of the map. And some of the times Ace charges and B charges can cover these sound cues. So it's also important that you isolate these sound cues from each other.
Clear.
Should be IT, should be IT.
Nowhere the last.
Yeah. Close beach. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Number 15, plant the bomb. As an attacker, your main job is to plant the bomb. This is how you win the round. Once the bomb is planted, the defenders have to push and retake the site. The longer you wait to plant, the more time defenders have to set up and stop you. So once you clear the area, don't hesitate. Get that bomb down and secure the win. Right now what I see the most is people going for kills, which is harder. When you have enough control and the round can be 4v4 or 3v3, go for plant. Once you do that, play post plant correctly. Don't get baited with fake defuse sound, don't go too far because they can long arm it, and just waste time as attackers.
Off shield, off shield.
Gonna go for defuse, I think. Wait. Genosha there. Pushing you. Nice.
Let's go, maybe. That's a second.
Moving on to 16, pinch defenders and basically go for a kill. Pinching is when you and a teammate attack the same position from two different angles, making it hard for defenders to hold. By pinching defenders, you force them to split their attention, making it much harder for them to win a fight. This is super useful when attacking strong defensive positions where defenders are grouped together, or when they are holding a power spot. It's like Crossfire on defense but on attack. Just make sure you both are pushing the defender at the same time, because there are so many good players who can just do 180 flick and kill you both.
He's by metal.
No pressure.
One metal,
Yeah.
and I think Vision is up there as well.
Okay, half one. Yeah, visual half one.
Castle's metal. Dead.
Half one.
Half, yeah.
Half one.
Flashing.
Next one, be confident, not scared. Confidence helps you make quicker decisions and take actions without second guessing yourself. Don't be scared to make a play or take a fight. If you're too scared to take risks or make plays, you might hesitate and miss your chances. But if you stay confident in your abilities, you play more aggressive and be able to react quicker when you get into tough situations. Confidence makes a big difference in Siege. Moving on to number 18, don't run, quick pick around. Running around corners or through hallways leaves you exposed. Instead, take a second to peek and check if anyone's waiting for you. Quick picking lets you check a spot while staying safe. You can make sure there are no enemies hiding and then react if you see someone. It's much safer than just running, which is a bad habit. All the time when you want to move around, just quick pick angles around you and change position. Keep in mind what angles you have to deal with so you don't skip any of them. Number 19, expect swings. Your enemy is going to swing or pick aggressive to challenge you when you're holding an angle. If you expect them to swing, you can be ready for the gunfight. Instead, you can change your crosshair placement and have it ready for the swing, or start moving yourself to make it hard for your enemy to land his shots.
Like, oh my god, kill me one more guy there.
1 on 4.
And for the last tip of this video, stop tilting. When you get frustrated and start playing worse, it's important to stay calm, even when things aren't going your way. Tilting messes with your head and makes you play worse. Stay calm, focus on what you can control, and don't let a few bad rounds ruin your gaming session. Sometimes taking a break and coming back with a fresh mindset can be the best way to perform better. And remember, Siege games are 4 rounds or even more, so you only need 1 good round or a clutch, and not only you're back to the game, but you start making a comeback. And that's it for 20 tips to help you get better at Siege as fast as possible. Hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and until the next one, watch this video right here. Stay safe.